Hey y'all, my name is Shonda Andrews and welcome to Faith Through Fire Ministries, and this channel is through sickness and in health. We are continuing my journey of schizophrenia, childhood trauma, bipolar, and addiction. And I do tell these stories not to play a victim and not to feel sorry for me, but how God has healed me through the inside out, and I'm on the other side. And I can talk about them and everything is okay. So we're going to talk about mom and dad today, the dysfunction at home. So dad, he was out on the road a lot playing with Hank, and he was gone 3 months at a time, and he ended up cheating on my mom, probably several times. Then mom was home, and she was lonely all those times. And so she cheated on my dad. So when they got together, kaboom, it was crazy. There was a lot of yelling and screaming and throwing plates and throwing cans and breaking things. And Dad even shot a gun off in the house one time. So when they fought, somebody was going to jail or somebody was going to the mental hospital. So I was scared again a lot, was under the bed, just terrified. And I don't know if it's PSTD, but still today, when people argue and scream, and yeah, I get very, very uncomfortable, even if it has nothing to do with me, even if I don't know them and they're arguing, it's not comfortable. But praise God, I did have 2 brothers, and they protected me all the time. They would take me on walks to get me away from the fighting. They would take me in the back room and play games with me to get my focus off of the fighting. Still, you could still hear it, but they tried, and praise God, they did. It kept me from getting hit from flying plates. So that's a good thing. So mom, she had some extra boyfriends. I would meet them and she would make me call them my uncle. So that was kind of weird. I didn't exactly know what was going on. And then eventually, after they were married about 26 years, they finally got divorced. And I didn't quite know how to feel about that. They were not together anymore. But yet, they were a mess when they were together in the fighting. So I accepted it. Please don't fight anymore. And they ended up being friends. And it was totally crazy. They could be friends, but they could not live together. Mom eventually married a man named Tommy. And when I met him, it was a little different. I was probably about 12. And he came into our lives. And I didn't think he was very handsome. And I went to Mom and I said, Mom, this guy's not very handsome. She goes, oh, but he's good to me. Well, she hung around him. And of course, that's when I started raising myself. I was 100% on my own. She cared nothing about me, and all she did was pay attention to Tommy. And then Tommy bought me things. He had a daughter that he could not see anymore. Well, there's a red flag. So he took me in and his daughter, and he bought me things, trying to buy my love. And Mom eventually made me call him Dad. And I did not like that. And one time I was with my dad and Tommy, and my aunt says, hey, go take a picture with your dad. And I looked and I said, which one? And as soon as it came out of my mouth, it was devastating. I cried. I was just in tears, and I went and got on my dad's lap, and I started bawling. I said, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I said, I'm just so confused. And he's like, it's okay, honey. It's okay. So anyway, that was the trauma of Mom and Dad. See you next week for something else. Love you. See you. Bye.